Hey, good morning, team. Welcome to week 3 of talent management. So, lots of good conversations going on in the discussion boards. I really love what we're talking about and the experiences that we're sharing. As we move forward, right, in week 3 here, and now we're going to start talking a little bit about coaching and mentoring and what the differences are. And everybody, no matter how senior you are, you should have a coach and a mentor. So when you think about the differences of a coach versus a mentor, think of this, right? So a coach will get you to a specific goal. So for instance, a coach for a baseball team gets you to the end of the season, gets you to the World Series, right? And then the coaching relationship is generally done. A mentor is there for your development. It may be lifelong. It may be just for your specific career at that time. And it should be voluntary. There are many programs out there that do like forced mentorship. You are the mentor to this new person. But a mentorship really has to be a friendship on both parties. And ask yourself this too, because you could have a mentor within your organization or outside of your organization. You could have both, right? So a mentor outside of the organization. Imagine if you are the only IT specialist in your organization. Who's going to mentor you on how to further your career within the organization as an IT specialist? Nobody else is familiar with that. So you may have to find outside mentorship, and that's okay. So those are some things to think about when you're doing this week's work. Also, there's a funny video which I love. It's called Awkward Performance Review, and it's based on the book Crucial Conversations by Carrie Patterson. And when you watch this, think about this because you are going to have to give and receive feedback on performance evaluations. And some of them are pretty awkward and they can be pretty painful. So that brings me up to my next point. I wanted to introduce you guys to a type of bias that we always see, well, we typically see when doing performance evaluation, and it's called the Dunning-Kruger effect. Now, I have my whiteboard of terror, right? So, I think we can see that, right? And we'll draw this U. So, the Dunning-Kruger effect, what it says, this is experience down here, and this is skills, or better yet, exaggeration of skills. So what the Dunning-Kruger effect says is when somebody gets promoted or when somebody first comes to an organization, they typically overinflate their skills, knowledge, and experience. And the reason is because they don't know what they don't know yet. So the first time somebody gets promoted and you have to debrief them on their performance evaluation, typically it's going to seem like the organization cannot function without them, at least in their view. Then, as they gain experience and they start to realize, hey, I am not God's gift to the organization, it starts to come back down until they've gained enough experience and now they start to overinflate again because they realize, hey, I'm the only person with this experience. I'm the only one with this knowledge. So I bring this up because you are going to have to be debriefing in your career on performance evaluations. And it's very typical that you see this. Now, ask yourself this: is this gender related? All right, this is a good research dissertation project for somebody moving on to their graduate studies. Is the Dunning-Kruger effect gender related? Do women do this, or is this only a man thing? Because men typically overinflate their skills, knowledge, and experience because it's a competition. A lot of women do not feel this need for competition because of the nurture versus nature aspect of our culture. So ask yourself that. But I think this is a very good point to bring up here as we look at performance evaluations. Okay, so that's it for my magic whiteboard. As always, let's start talking about the final project. So the final project, some people have emailed me, and what we're going to do for the final projects is we're putting together a total assessment plan. This week, there's some more instructions on it, but we're really kind of building on what we've been doing so far in this course. I think it's best to do the performance evaluation on the organization you are working at, because you have a vested interest in that. And you might get something that you want to feed back to, your superiors and leaders. So, let me know. There was a couple of case studies that were listed, but I wouldn't pick those. Nah, you could pick a case study in the book, but let me know. What you want to do. Okay, so once again, this is Dave. If you have any questions, please let me know. Dave out.